Welcome back, brother. This content is for those genuinely interested in men's rights. It covers complex, controversial topics that may not suit a general audience. If you're not part of the men's rights community, this video isn't for you, so feel free to tune out now. I'm Conrad Reicher, a writer and advocate for fairness, dignity, and respect for men. This movement isn't about division, but addressing systemic injustices in divorce, family law, and societal expectations. Inspired by hardworking men unfairly stripped of their rights, I write for balance and justice. Together, we can change the narrative. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate this video, as it will help get the word out to those who need it. Thank you. Please relax and enjoy. This is an excerpt from Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage. Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage is an ebook available in all good stores. Greetings, fellow seekers of truth and wisdom. My name is Conrad Reicher, and I am the author of this groundbreaking work, Shattering the Feminist Facade, Rediscovering God's Design for Marriage. I am a passionate defender of traditional values and a firm believer in the divine order of creation. Through my own personal experiences and extensive research, I have discovered the urgent need to shed light on the misguided beliefs and cultural pressures that have eroded the sanctity of marriage. I wrote this book for red-pilled, rational men who are searching for a return to traditional values and God's intended structure for marriage. If you're tired of the constant confusion and chaos created by modern societal trends and feminist ideologies, this book is for you. It offers a refreshing and unapologetic exploration of the biblical foundations of marriage, challenging the corrosive influence of feminism on traditional gender roles and relationships. By reading this book, you will gain the knowledge and understanding needed to reclaim your role in marriage and build a godly household rooted in love, trust, and mutual submission. You will learn practical strategies for handling marital conflict, especially when faced with a wife who challenges traditional marriage structure. You will embrace the unity of man and wife as one flesh, transcending individual desires and fostering lifelong commitment. And you will explore the biblical view of procreation and the natural role of children within marriage. However, if you are not a part of the target audience, a red-pilled, rational man seeking a return to traditional values, I strongly urge you to put this book down and find a more suitable activity for your time. This book is not for those who wish to challenge or undermine the divine order of creation or the biblical principles of male headship and female submission. In conclusion, I invite you to embark on this transformative journey with me as we shatter the feminist facade and rediscover God's design for marriage. Together, we can restore the sanctity of this sacred institution and build a brighter future for ourselves and our families. So, without further ado, let us begin this enlightening and empowering exploration of the biblical foundations of marriage. With the introduction completed, we are jumping to an extract from the book. We should go back to the start, to the Genesis creation narrative, and understand the biblical roots of marriage. As humans were created by God, our matrimonial bond mirrors the divine order of creation. It is clear that adhering to these biblical principles sets up a solid and godly foundation for marriage, standing strong against the societal pressures trying to break apart its sanctity. To comprehend this vital fact, contemplate the reality that women were crafted by God to be helpers, fashioned from the same materials as you. This intentional act by the Almighty highlights the complementary roles men and women hold in marriage. You assume the role of guide, leader, defender, and provider, while your wife takes on the position of nurturer, caregiver, and supporter. This arrangement is not meant for suppression, but rather forms a beautiful ensemble of mutual respect, love, and teamwork. In the present day, influenced by cultural changes like feminism and gender ideology, it can be tempting to accept a flawed understanding of marriage that diminishes its true meaning. To fight against these societal pressures, it's essential to have a solid grasp and comprehension of the biblical frameworks of marriage. Bear in mind, a godly foundation isn't built on shifting cultural norms, but on enduring truths. Let's look at an example of how cultural pressures have affected marriage. Consider the alarming rise of no-fault divorce laws across the world. These laws permit the dissolution of marriage without requiring one spouse to prove the other's fault. In essence, they promote individual autonomy and personal happiness over the sanctity and permanence of marriage. However, such laws directly contradict the biblical mandate that marriage is a lifelong covenant. In essence, as a clear-thinking, logical individual, it's of paramount significance to push back against the twisted societal expectations surrounding matrimony and instead accept the divine scheme of creation, just as it's outlined in the scriptural structures. By doing this, You will set up a strong and godly groundwork for your marriage, one that can withstand the test of time and stands tall against the constant shifts in cultural norms. 6. Timothy 5:11-16 ESV. Thank you for listening. Thank you for your interest in Shattering the Feminist Facade, rediscovering God's design for marriage, available in all good bookstores. Please like and subscribe. Thank you and God bless.